Because that's not what I can say. I'm God. It doesn't make me God. Listen, I am God. Doesn't make me God. And I can say it and still not be God. Show me him exhibiting an attribute that only God has. Show me where he's all-knowing. Show me where he's all-seeing. Show me where it says that he's God. Show me where it says that he is God. Show me that. And stop being stupid, man. Because it doesn't say it anywhere. I read the whole thing, man. And if you can't show that...
But what about when the disciples said, "Surely now we know you know all things"?
They're still not saying he's God.
And then what he answered? He answered.
Hold on.
What he answered makes him God.
Hold on. Is a person a thing? Would you call your mother a thing?
No.
Okay, Jesus says, on that day, many will call out to me. They will say, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, cast out devils in your name, and do mighty works in your name? What does he tell them, Dr. Duke? What does he tell them? He says, get away from me, you. I never knew you.
Because of iniquity.
He could know all
because they were
things,
fake Christians. I never knew you.
Okay, is he lying when he said that?
Many, not all.
Did he lie when he said that, Dr. Sheep?
John 10:30 and John 8:58.
Okay.
Wait, really quick. Did he lie when he said, "I never knew you"? Dr. Sheep.
No. When he's talking about those people.
Okay, well, okay. Great.
He's saying many will come.
Hold on. God is all knowing. If Jesus, I'm about to go to Lebanon, find you, and beat the snot out of you, Dr. Sheep. That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, I'm a huge monster. So I fought 8 people once and destroyed them. But I'm a gentle giant. I'm gentle.
I'm not.
I'm a good guy. I preach.
Logos is like 6'2".
Well, I'm like 6'2" also.
He's at 6'3". Logos is 6'3".
Yeah, I met him in real life. I ain't little, bro.
Yeah, I met him. Yeah, he's not a little dude, man.
I'm not a little dude.
I know Logos.
I'm 5'10" for comparison.
And guess what? And I'm wiry. And
I actually go to the gym, but I don't think Logos goes.
Hey, but listen, dude, the gym goes to me.
Big facts. Tell them.
I play.
Okay, bro.
I don't play. I got that retard strength. You ever heard of that?
The gym comes to me to train. Yeah, nice one. I like it.
That's right. Right. Welcome to my world.
I'm gonna use that.
Salam alaikum, everybody. I guess that's a good.
You can't use that until you become a muzzy. Only muzzies can use that. So you say the shahada, then you can use it. Go ahead, Dr. Muzzy. You want Showtime hockey?
Brother.
Or you want it open? You got mod. Do what you think.
Let's make it this quick and fast. Dr. Sheep.
Yeah.
Dr. Sheep, look at this.
I'm listening, bro. I think your Wi-Fi is like slow.
Look at this, Dr. Sheep. This is John 10:30. Can you see that? Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, I and the Father are one. Okay.
So guys, listen.
I know واحد.
No. Just open. Just let it be. Dr. Sheep, look at this. This is John 10:30. Jesus claiming him and the Father are one, which resulted in the Jew opponent picked up stone to stone him. But Jesus said to them, "I have shown you many good works from the Father. For which of these do you stone me?" So, what do you think of John 10:30? Just a moment.
What I think of it? Yeah, Jesus says he's one with God, and the Jews wanted to stone him because he was
Wait, hold on a second.
blaspheming according to them.
Wait a second. When does it say that his father is God? Who said that? You're making an assumption.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, okay, the Father who is God, but The Father is God.
No. Where in the Gospels does it say this? Show me where in the Gospels it says the Father is God. Because in John chapter 20, verse 17, he says, to my Father, to your Father, colon, or semicolon, and to your God and my God. That means that's an independent clause transition, homeboy. That means the Father is not God.
So the Father is someone else next to God?
Pay attention. I've not yet ascended to my Father or to my God. Is the Father God in that sentence?
Yes.
Didn't think so. No. Don't be stupid.
Logos.
Stop it.
Brother Logos.
Okay, how about this really quick?
Logos.
He said, my Father who art in heaven, correct? 1 second, Doc. My Father who art in heaven, correct?
Yeah.
So you're saying that God is in heaven?
Yes.
So why does your God contradict the Old Testament?
Why does it contradict?
2 Kings chapter 8, verse 27. The heaven of the heavens cannot contain God. God is above the throne, which is above the heavens. You're talking about a Father God that's in the heavens, a sky daddy God?
No, God is everywhere.
When did God be? No, bro, God ain't everywhere. That shit don't appear anywhere in the text. Stop playing games.
If the heavens can't contain him, then he's
Listen, if you want to go to Jehannam, because you're making up your own doctrine, by all means. But don't come up in here in my live without evidence, making claims like God is everywhere. Is he in my toilet? Dr. Sheep, is God in my toilet? Astaghfirullah. Is God in my toilet?
He's
at my butt crack?
Everywhere.
Is he at my butt crack?
I mean, no, bro, but he's everywhere.
This is disgusting. Why would you say things like this?
I said no, but
God
he's everywhere.
God has the ability to affect everywhere. But he is, dude, he made part of himself appear to Moses in a flattened mountain range to dust. Are you stupid? How could he be everywhere and everywhere not be destroyed by his presence? Like, what is wrong with you? God is bigger and greater than this creation. When you say, oh, God's everywhere and everything's not destroyed, like we're all powerful enough to withstand God, you insult him. He's going to backslap your face into Jehannam for this. Dr. Sheep, I'm not kidding.
I doubt it.
This is real shit. You're insulting the creator God of the universe. You're insulting him.
You take it as an insult.
I do take it as an insult because I have ghira for Allah.
If God is
ghira for Allah, and you're insulting him in front of my face. I love Allah, man. Stop it. You want to love Allah. You want to. I know you do somewhere deep down there. You can't desire to go to the hellfire that bad. It's gonna suck, dude. I didn't make the rules. But that's what they say. If you insult God your whole life and expect to go to paradise, you're fucking stupid. It's not gonna happen.
I'm not insulting God.
You are. You're saying God can be in my butt crack.
No, I said no.
In my butt crack. You're saying God is in. I mean, subhanallah, dude. God is not everywhere. When did God say he was inside creation? Okay, you got to understand something. Everything in creation, Lord Sheep, is in creation. It's created. That's what being in creation means.
So if God wanted to, can God veil himself?
Okay, if God wanted to, could God veil him? Why are we talking about stupid hypotheticals that don't even appear in the text?
No,
could he veil himself? What does that mean?
Because when the word became flesh, that's God veiling himself in flesh.
Dude, did you know that they left out the word of in John 1:1? It's supposed to read, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was of God. That's what it's supposed to say, but because they left out that little word, you idiots think that God descended.
No, bro, no. Because that word, when you say the word was of God, meaning the word was God.
Of God. No, it was of God. The word was like the Spirit of God.
It's a way of speech. It's a language.
Okay. What is the word? What is the word for God? Okay, what is the word for God in John 1:1 the first time? What is the word used in the Greek for God? There's two words actually. What is it, Dr. Chief? You're arguing with me over what it says, and you don't even know what it says in the original Greek.
No, because when it says of, I can make the.
What is the word connection in the Greek? What is the word in the Greek? Oh, hit me with a beat, Charlie Chat. What is the word in the Greek? What is the word in the Greek? We're rapping now. What is the word in the Greek? Give me the word in the Greek, Dr. Sheep. Spit it out, baby. Come on. Where's the word in the Greek? What is it?
Bar.
If you don't know, I'll tell you. I love educating people.
Of?
No, God. The first time God is used in John 1:1. What is that word?
Kyrios.
No!
I don't know,
Not
bro.
even close. That's not even in
Bro,
John
I don't
1:1.
know ancient. What's it called?
Then
Logos?
ask me.
Is it
Just say you don't know.
logos?
I'm not going to make fun of you. I'll make fun of you for making fun of God, but I'm not going to make fun of you for
I
not
think
knowing
you think
something.
I
I'll
know.
teach you. Just say you don't know. Okay, the first time God is used in this verse, in the beginning was the word the logos. Logos pros ton theos. Hold on a second, guys. Logos pros ton theon. Ton theon means
Cash.
the God. Ton theon. It's the same thing in the Greek Septuagint for in the beginning was the theon, right? No, I'm sorry. In the beginning was God, in the beginning God created. Right? Now pay attention. That's ton theon. However, after this it says kai, then theos. Listen carefully, listen. In the beginning was the Logos, and the Logos was pros ton theon, was with the God, and kai, and theos, en ho logos. And the theos was the word, right? But that word theos is not in Genesis 1:1 in the beginning. It's in Genesis 1:2. That word actually appears, theos. Because the Bible was originally Greek. It was never in Hebrew. It was from Greek, from Genesis, because that word Genesis is Greek for beginning into the end, right? The beginning and the end. It was one book. You guys chopped it up into pieces. Now listen. It says in verse 2, the Spirit of God. Guess what the Spirit of God is in Greek? Just guess, Dr. Sheep. It's pneuma theos. The theos was the word. So it, in the English, translate the Spirit of God. However, when it migrates to John 1:1, you guys took out the of. In the beginning was the Spirit, and the Spirit was with God, and the Spirit was of God. Because the Spirit of God is the Word of God. It's not the Jesus of God. The Word becoming flesh wasn't Jesus. The Word becoming flesh was the Word of God, the Spirit of God. It descended upon Jesus like a dove. It's an angel that turns into a man. They've been doing it since Genesis 6, man. Genesis 19, there's 3 of them. One of them rains down hellfire from the other one. They're like supernatural dude beings. But we don't worship those supernatural dude beings. Like, you're not even worshiping one of them. Like, I would give you more credit if you were worshiping one of them, but you're worshiping just a regular dude. Jesus, well, not regular dude, stuck a lot. You know what I mean? The Messiah, but he's not even Gabriel. Gabriel has 600 wings, like the size of the sky.
Oh, I gotta go, bro. I gotta go.
Dr. Sheep, don't go. Just pay attention.
I gotta go. I'm busy, man.
I know your whole world's crumbling to an end.
No, it's not.
But it's okay. We will repair it back together. We'll show you the way to truly worship the one true God, who, guess what, is neither the Father, the Son, nor the Spirit, but is above everything. Inshallah. Sorry, Doctor. I just kind of stole the show.
Habibi, can I read you something? Just kind of segueing off what you just said right there, and tell me what you think. Is that okay? Or can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So no one has seen God at any time. If we love one another, God abides in us, and his love has been perfected in us. By this we know that we abide in him, and he in us, because he has given us of his Spirit. And we have seen and testified that the Father has sent the Son as Savior of the world. Whoever confesses that Jesus is the Son of God, God abides in him, and he in God. And we have known and believed the love that God has for us. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God in him.
Okay, so hold on one second. So right there, when it says God, what word is being used for God?
Logos or Helios or... I mean...
I bet you $100. I bet you $100 it's not the word for God. I've never even looked. But if it's theos or theou, then it's not ton theon, then it's not talking about God. I was talking about the Spirit of God. Now, the Spirit of God is the words of God. The words of God are love. The words of God are in us, right? The words of God are what created us. You understand? Because God spoke and then there was. Right? We can't say God is in us or God is love because there's nothing like God. Understand? Does that make sense?
Not really. What you're saying is
God, okay, would you admit God's love is in us? Right, Charlie? God's love
that
is in us,
God's
right?
love is in us. I mean,
Yeah, like God, we love God and God loves us, right?
this is where God here would be like the Spirit of Jesus is what makes us like love, or me love, and therefore
What do you mean by the Spirit of Jesus? What do you mean by that? Like in
like
the
the Spirit that he had when he was walking on this earth. He was just
okay,
love.
so Jesus is, but Jesus is still in his body. Like the Spirit is in his body,
Correct.
right? His
Correct.
physical
Right.
body. It didn't leave or anything, right?
What do you mean it didn't
So you
leave?
mean like
What do you mean it didn't leave?
he's still in his physical body. He's still a human flesh body that's not a
Like
spirit.
in the time of the like New Testament where he's like on earth and
No,
stuff.
he's still today a full-fledged human like you and me with flesh and bones. It's been 2 days for him, Charlie Chaplin. He's been gone for 2 days in his time. It's been 2,000 years for us, but for him it's only been 2 days. You know what I mean?
Okay, so by that logic right there, like for God, a day is like 1,000 years, right? So that's what
I'm saying.
right. So right there,
no, not for God. No, hold on. That's not for God. That's for the Lord. That's for the Lord.
Okay,
that's
so
talking
then,
about.
So then
that's
you're
talking about
conceding that Jesus is the Lord, since you're saying Jesus is.
No.
It's only
I'm
been
saying
2
that's
days.
Gabriel. No, I'm saying Gabriel that's in heaven, the Father that's in heaven, Gabriel, the Holy Spirit, who is the Lord. He's in heaven, but God is above the heavens. He's outside of time. We cannot say for God.
So this is where I use like Allah. Like Allah is outside of all of this, right? Like Allah is not this God,
Yes.
all this stuff, right? Like Allah is Allah.
Yes.
Like nothing will be Allah, right?
Allah's
like
Allah.
right? But we're talking about
Exactly.
like everything inside this creation
Okay, so
that Allah is outside
Yes.
of, right? Like you
Created.
said, Allah is not inside creation; He's outside of all of this. Correct?
But yes, like he is outside, but he has the ability to affect everything inside of it, however he wants to. So he's manipulating. He's the glue he's making all the glue, the fabric of reality hold together, right? He's also, controlling the angels because they don't have like their own will like we do, but not free will, but guided will. So he's doing a lot of things. He's making everything happen. You know what I'm saying? But those are his actions. His actions are in our time. But he doesn't exist in the present like we do. He exists in the past, present, and future, simultaneously yet irrespective, but able to perceive it all the same anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
He's
he doesn't
eternal,
perceive
right?
like
You're
we
saying
do.
Allah is eternal in that
Yes.
sense, right? No
He's
beginning,
eternally
no
existing.
end. It's just
Exactly.
yeah. I'm in agreement.
Always.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Like
There's a movie that I watched when I was younger, and the way they kind of put it was, it's all happening. You know what I mean? They would say that all the time.
It's all happening. What movie was this?
Yeah, think about it. I think it's called It's All Happening.
It's what's happening now. Like, okay. So what does
No,
it's
not.
all happening mean to you in this context?
Think about it, like the past, present, to God, the past, present, and future. It's all happening. You know what I mean? Like he's not constrained by time. You know what I'm saying? Like we're constrained by time. We see things in a series of order of events, like from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. God is outside of that. Okay, there's a phenomenon that started occurring around like 2000, 15, maybe early 12 or something. It was called the Mandela Effect. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, where something seems to have changed, like in history, and like, is that what you're talking about, the Mandela effect? Like something.
Yeah. Have you ever looked into it?
I don't really like that's a rabbit hole I really try to stay out of, but I'm aware of like what this Mandela effect is. Like Bearstein Bears, right? Like some of us remember it being spelt like one way, but now it's like spelt this other way, and we're just like, huh, like that's considered the Mandela effect, right? Like in society today.
Yeah. Like, right. For example, like you remember in you ever watch Sweet Home Alabama, or Forrest Gump? You ever watch Forrest Gump?
My favorite movie.
You remember how he said, Mom always said, life was like a box of chocolates. You never knew what you're gonna get.
I do.
You know that's not what he says anymore.
What is he? What do you mean? They changed it? Like, what do you mean that's not what he says anymore?
It's not that they changed it. It's just not like that anymore. I encourage you to go watch it. You can't find a copy of the movie where it is as you remember it. It's something weird like
where he says life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
No. Yeah, but it's weird. It was like, now it says, Mama always said, like life was going to be like a box of chocolates. You know what I mean? It's something different. Like that. It's weird. It doesn't.
Really? I don't.
Right? It doesn't. It's weird, bro. It's weird. Okay, so do you remember in Star Wars when Darth Vader said, Luke, I am your father? You remember?
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't happen anymore. Doesn't happen. He just says, I am your father. There's no Luke.
Really? I mean,
there's no Luke.
I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I haven't watched those series in a long time, so I'm gonna have to go back. But
it's really little things that I know. There was an entire movie called Shazam with like Shaquille O'Neal in it, where he wore like a little vest. He was a genie and like candy rained out. I remember the whole freaking movie.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. Wasn't it Kazam? That was Kazam, not Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah, where Shaq, you know what his payment for that movie was? They just gave him a Lamborghini or like a Ferrari or something. Like that was his payment for that movie. But anyway, yeah, I don't remember that movie, but I remember the movie Kazam or whatever, where Shaq was like the genie and like whatever. So.
Yeah, you got it, Kazam. That's what it was. Okay, yeah, that movie doesn't exist, or the one with Sinbad, I think it was, that doesn't exist.
Sinbad the comedian. Like, let me ask you this, Logos. Like, how do we Muslims, know 100% that Allah is the most loving, like the most merciful, like the most just and stuff like that, because like you said, in like all the accounts of the Old Testament, it's very hard to kind of justify.
1,000 times in my life, God could have showed up and thrown me into the hellfire for the shit that I've done, but he gave me another chance. He let me come to Islam when I was 34 years old, and I was an atheist. I denied it. I used to make fun of people who believed in God, man. Like if you would have talked to me back when I was 80, nobody could beat me in a debate about anything. Have you ever seen me lose a debate? I was brutal back then. I didn't even debate. I would just make fun of you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care, walk away, man. I can't even tell you how many times I made fun of people for believing in God, dude. And I had some really good arguments, and they were like mean. I didn't care, dude. You know what I'm saying? But he forgave me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a walking, breathing, living example of the mercy and love of God. If you can't feel God's love, I don't know how you can believe in it. As soon as I believed in God, It was like a fucking Care Bear stare had fucking blasted me in my soul. I hit my knees, Charlie. I couldn't breathe. I was like, what is this?
Like, did you feel humbled in a sense where like you now think about like
cried
you making
for
fun of
two.
the person that you are now, right? Like imagine being like you today back then where you're like, I believe in God and all that stuff. And then you have you just being like, you're blah, 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 blah. You know, so it's just like, you know,
it was such a forgiving and cleansing and healing blast of love that hasn't ceased. That I realized that God had forged me that way because that is His will. You know, nothing happens outside the will of God. You know what I mean?
Of course,
and God has chosen us. God has chosen us to be the people who are going to paradise, man. And listen, this is how much God loves us and how merciful He is. If we pass this life as this test, right? He's going to spend eternity making stuff for us, creating stuff for us. You know, He's the creator. He's different than us. Like he loves creating stuff for us. You know what I mean? He loves answering our prayers and all these other things. But in paradise, this is what He says. He says, you're gonna, okay, like everything that you haven't been able to do in your life, you're gonna want to do it, right? But once you get bored with everything that you could think of, He's gonna start giving you things. Now imagine everything in this universe, right? It's all created by Him. When there was nothing, now you can't even think of something new. There ain't nothing new under the sun, right?
I mean,
imagine
something new to Allah, right? But I can think of something new
no.
to like amongst like humanity, right? That humanity has never thought of something before, like Steve Jobs thinking of the iPhone and stuff like that, right? Like,
hold on. Do me a favor. Try to think of a new type of body part that doesn't exist.
a new type of body part that doesn't.
On a creature, on a mythical creature, an animal, anything. Try to think of something that doesn't exist.
What, like a sixth toe or something like that, or like?
I've seen a girl with a sixth toe.
So have I. Like.
That's it. Yeah, but toes already exist. I said something new.
A sixth toe to me is pretty new. What is that?
So you're saying things don't have six toes?
I'm saying I don't have six toes. You don't have six toes. Like I.
Or think of a new
But
color.
that's not something new. Yeah, think of a new color.
That one's always.
What was that? E? Think of what? What was your example?
Think of a new color.
I didn't catch that. What was that again?
I said
Think of a new color.
Yeah.
A new color.
A new color.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So who came up with that color? Like, how?
No, we're asking you to come up with it.
It's an impossible.
I created it.
Yeah, and without referencing any other colors, you won't be able to do it. That's.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. I have an example. Like, you guys remember that movie Swordfish, right? With like John Travolta and Hugh Jackman. You remember that car that John Travolta had, right? Like that sweet car. You know what color that car was? Like it was a new color, like for like car bodies. Like as far as that word, it was a chameleon car where, like, if you look at it, like it's like purple. If you look at another thing, it's like blue.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's not a new color. The fact that you can call it blue, that means it's not a new color.
Okay.
But it's a new like paint color for like
but
an
it's
object,
just
right? Like
it's just an adaptation of something else. Though paint existed before, colors existed before. Think of something new. Now, okay, imagine when there was nothing, Charlie. When there was nothing, God created all of that, and guess what? He only created this world as a delusion and a test. This isn't even really living, right? It's like the Matrix. It's what it's described
okay.
as.
So then we have to ask ourselves, what is the test, right? Like what is
God doesn't want everybody in paradise. He wants the people who are going to obey him and worship him despite having reasons not to, and not associate partners with him. That's the most important commandment. Because it's for our benefit, not his. It's not like he needs people to worship him. It's for our own benefit, because it's a, like, if you die, not ever, like, trying to find God or worshiping God or like coming, you know what I'm saying? You're not, okay, there's this hadith you need to read, okay? And Charlie, you need to pay very close attention to this. When that day comes where we all stand before God, God is going to appear or make something appear. Like, I don't know how it works. Hold on.
So we're talking on the day of judgment, right? Specifically, right? Like,
Yeah.
or are we talking about the hereafter now? After we've been judged as the believers, and then we are all in paradise, and then he appears to us, or what?
That's on that day. Yeah, so that would probably be referring to the day of judgment. Wa alaikum assalam, protector. Charlie, I wanted to tell you, what was it? Something interesting of this concept of thinking of something new. That actually is why we believe the Quran is one of the reasons why we believe the Quran is the word of God. Because before the Quran, Arabic literature was split into two things: poetry and prose. Okay?
And what are prose? What are the prose?
Prose is like short story, or like,
short story. That's all you need.
Yeah. So it basically once, and then the Quran came along and it created a new like shift in the literature, like in the literary paradigm of Arabic.
By combining the two, by combining poetry and prose into like a poetic story, such as the Quran, that tells a story of all that was before, all the scriptures before, in such a poetic, beautiful way, right? A new, beautiful. Okay. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. What was it? I was gonna let Logos came back. Go ahead.
I just wanted to welcome the new people to the panel now.
Okay. Welcome to the Kafir Trauma Treatment Center and Roman Pagan Rehabilitation and Revitalization Refuge Project.
No, it's the Kafir Trauma Treatment Consultation Center.
And then what was the CCCCC, like at the Christian
I need convention. The script for that one still. I still need the script.
The Convention Center of Christian
something about circumcision. Anyways, well,
I just came up, and he said, introduce the new people. You guys know I'm a Muslim, yeah?
Of course we do, Habibi.
Wait, protector? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, I love you. I love you.
What are we debating? I love you too, bro. I love you too.
Abdul Wahid, welcome to the panel. Could you? Okay.
Shams al-Ma'arif is greater than the Quran. Are you kidding me, dude?
Enlightened. Abdul Wahid, can you hear me?
So what are we debating about specifically? Yes.
What'd you say?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, salam alaikum.
Yes, I can.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Where are you from, brother?
What?
I just want to you're on my panel. I want to get to know you. I'm from Alabama. Where are you from?
Alabama.
Are you okay? You a Muslim?
Egypt.
MashaAllah. Allahumma barak.
Yeah. Oh no. No, I'm not Muslim.
Oh, you're not a Muslim. Why not?
No.
Okay.
It's not rational.
It's not
rational. And the prophet is evil.
The prophet's evil? What? Why would an evil prophet tell people that Jesus is the Messiah? Why would an evil prophet tell people that Jesus was the Messiah and is going to save
he
the
also
world.
denies Jesus being God. He denies being
Jesus.
he denies Jesus being God.
Jesus denied Jesus being God.
He denied Jesus. He denied being God.
Jesus denied it.
Muhammad
Jesus denied
denied
it.
being Jesus being God.
Jesus denied it too.
Verse, and please read it.
Okay. Is Jesus
verse, and read it. Just read it out.
If Jesus did
Can I please get the verse for that? You're not giving me any verse.
Do not
Hey, don't run. Just give me the verse.
If he did deny it, does that mean he's evil?
Can you show me proof?
And then he said unto me, Do not worship me, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, and of them that keep the sayings of this book. Worship only God. Abdul Wahid, he said, worship God. Revelation 22:9. Abdul Wahid.
Hold on, let me. Can you read me the verse?
Revelation 22:9.
It's also on the screen.
Do not worship. See, thou do it not. I'm thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, and which keep the saying of this book. Worship God.
Revelation what? Revelation what? Stop running.
I'm not running, bro. I read it for you and gave it to you, bro.
You're running. You're running. Give me a verse.
Oh my God.
Yes.
22. Revelation 22:9. Can you hear? Instead of yelling, can you hear or read the screen?
Hey, logos. Just follow me. Follow me back, and we can debate from there.
Brother, you're right here.
Brother, I can't see.
You're right here. Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Verse, please, because I want to just give me the verse.
Revelation 22:9. Revelation 22:9 is the verse that we're referencing. If you can't see the screen, that's the verse. So. He could be having technical difficulties. Maybe he can't see what logo says up here or something like that.
No. Someone says, I'm cutting myself. Can God please help me? I don't think God's going to help you cut yourself. Just go get a sharper knife or something.
No, logos.
Logos. Yo. You can't say that. You can't say that. Just.
I thought they were asking God to help them.
Just. If this is something that's serious, I would.
It says in the bio that. Hold on, brother. It says in the bio that they're a psychologist.
Okay, well, I don't know what's going on, but just.
Brother, those are atheist trolls. Nobody who's cutting themselves is going to go onto TikTok and say, please, God, help me cut myself.
Right. But regardless, we shouldn't be telling them hey, just go get, that's not the right response. Just ignore it or something like that, but don't give that kind of response. It's just, trust me, because if it happened to be somebody who is, and that could get us in a lot of liability. So let's just not get us in that situation. If you need help, there's plenty of hotlines and stuff like that. I recommend you call them and see what they say you do. But anyway, Abdul, Revelation 22:9. Are you there?
Chaplain, he's done for, man. Hey, Dawa is easy. Welcome to the Catholic Trauma Treatment.
Yeah, bro, how you doing?
What? Anyway, welcome to the Catholic Trauma Treatment Consultation Center and Roman Pagan Rehabilitation and Revitalization Refuge Project, my brother. Are you from Uganda?
No, close.
What?
Close to Uganda.
Close to Uganda. I was good at guessing, my brother.
You're very close. Yeah.
Okay. Ghana?
No, go east.
Nigeria?
Nigeria is west. Go east.
Wait, which way is east, my brother? Okay. Well,
You know the African continent? You go west. Go
Ethiopia. Ethiopia, my brother. Congo,
east.
my brother.
Somalia.
Somalia, my brother. Wait a second, my brother. See, I was not going to say Somalia because you said Jesus died for you, my brother. A good Somali brother will be a Muslim, not a Christian.
Are you Muslim?
Alhamdulillah, my brother. Everyone who is Muslim believe in God, my brother. I believe in God, my brother.
Oh, Alhamdulillah. You're Muslim. Okay.
Alhamdulillah. I'm very Muslim, my brother. I'm like super Muslim.
You believe
120.
Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet?
Alhamdulillah.
Allahu alayhi wa sallam.
Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu, my brother.
Oh, mashallah.
Every day I pray these things. You believe in the uncreated creator?
Continue talking. Revelations 2:2.
I'm exploring him, my brother.
Alhamdulillah.
You believe in the uncreated creator?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, my brother.
Allah says in the Quran, "Huwa al-awwal wal-akhir wal-zahir wal-batin." He is ever existing and everlasting. Not created. Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad. Allah is one.
Yes, my brother. The only one, my brother. There's nothing like him at all. You cannot compare to him, my brother. Listen, my brother. In the Quran, in chapter 58, verse 22, my brother, it talked about the party of Allah, my brother.
Yeah.
I feel like you are on the party of Allah, my brother. Is this true, my brother?
Yep. Allah inna hizballah humul ghalibun.
Are you going to Jannah with me, my brother?
Huh?
Are you going to Jannah with me, my brother?
I don't know. That's not my.
You are coming with me to Jannah. If you fall off the road into the hellfire, I will pull you out, my brother.
Inshallah.
We are going, my brother.
Okay.
Inshallah, my brother.
May Allah grant us all Jannat al-Firdaus. Ameen.
Inshallah.
Ameen.
We are going. I am going. You coming with me, my brother. I like you, my brother. You are at the party of Allah. Allah Azza wa Jal tells us that there will be those among us that even they do not like. Here, I'll put it on the screen. Can I remember it? He's like I'm 1,000 years old.
Like Habibi Logos, like just like what motivates you to jump into this accent again? Like you know, like if he is from Uganda and then you start like doing this accent, like that would be like me coming up and being like, oh yeah, I'm from China or Korea and I'm a Muslim, and then you being like, oh, so you accept Allah, you know, like Allah, you know, like it's just so offensive to me. And I don't know why, you know, I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but I just ask myself, like, Logos, why can't you just talk as yourself? You know, you're a Muslim from Alabama who loves Allah, who loves like the scriptures. Like, why do you need to add this disingenuous like piece? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just something that bothers me, but it's just something that I don't.
Dude, I have like 5 different accents that I like. I have Trinitarius Maximus. I have all different types of accents. I have this Arabic accent I do sometimes. I've always done this. I just do it. You're like a comedian voice actor for like what are you talking about? I do it because it makes people smile.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't make me smile. It doesn't make me smile. It makes me just really.
But then maybe you need to stop. Then maybe you should start smiling more.
That's a good point. Charlie Max is out on smiles, man. MashaAllah.
I do not have control. Wait a second. I do not have control over your mouth. It is your mouth.
Right. I don't have control over your mouth either. Your mouth is your mouth.
Right.
I'm wondering, just like, what makes you like take control of your
Because
mouth and turn it into
makes-
one of these other voices where I just speak
Because
in my
it makes-
one voice. You know, unless I'm getting paid to do some other accent or something like that, that's when I will do that. When I'm like compensated for that. Like I just don't do it because I like doing this character.
Chaplain, it makes people smile. Why would you have a problem with it?
I don't know. Maybe I feel that it's making people smile in a way that isn't. I don't know. What kind of smile? I thought I make people smile, like with my smile and just like with all this.
You're
stuff.
not making me smile right now.
Exactly. Now you know how I feel. Now you know, like so. Like I said,
But
I love you. I love you
you.
just talking as yourself. You know, like it's just like I said. You know, it is just me. You know, ultimately, if I'm offended by it, that's on me, and I'm trying to figure out, like, why does this offend me when it doesn't seem to be offensive to anybody else?
Because I'm not trying to be offensive. If you are offended, that is on you. Do not mix me in with your.
I'm not
you know
saying
what I mean?
like
I do not do it on
that.
purpose.
For me, it's just like I don't know. Like it's hard for me to just understand like what you're saying when you jump into this accent. You know, like so. You know, like I said, when I meet somebody who is not from our country and does have like an actual African accent or Asian accent or any other accent.
Charlie, stop beating my balls. Can I read the verse, please?
Okay, yeah. I'll stop going like this with your nuts.
Hey, before you read,
Yeah, I mean,
before
come
you,
on, bro.
hey, before you read the verse, did you say you do an Arab accent?
Yeah, but I can only do it like in a couple of words.
Okay, do it
Like
now.
But I can't. I can't do it on command. Yeah, maybe I'll do it in the middle of the verse.
Okay.
You
all
will
right.
not find those who believe in Allah and in the hereafter having friendship. Oh, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You will not find those who believe in Allah in the hereafter having friendship with those who oppose Allah and His Messenger, even though they may be their fathers or their sons or their brothers or their clan. They are such that Allah has inscribed faith on their hearts and supported them with a spirit from Him. He will admit them to gardens beneath which rivers flow, in which they will live forever. Allah is pleased with them, and they are pleased with Allah. Those are the party of Allah. Be assured that it is the party of Allah who are the most successful.
That was your Arab accent, like.
No, that wasn't my Arabic.
You call that Arabic accent?
There you go.
No, that wasn't. Come to go.
The risk factors. No, it's okay.
I mean, just from my perspective, I would consider that more of like that accent than I don't know, but
Logan said, but to be fair, he said he wasn't putting it on.
Oh, I think he was. I think he was, but when he got put on the spot, that it was just a pretty horrible accent he was doing, and he goes, "Oh, I wasn't doing it."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about too. I don't know.
Yeah. And then everybody has their Asian accent, right? Hello.
Can you go, please? Can you go and make the face shut up?
Yeah, shut down the lights. Shut down the lights. Muhammad, protector, حبيبي.
يا حبيبي.
Invite this guy. Let us.
رقبتي معصمة. My neck is with the sky.
Oh, my neck is with the sky. What does that mean? What does that mean? My neck is with the
رقبتي
sky.
معصمة. 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 It means like it's tight.
Yes,
right?
I know that.
Yeah, but you could say مع السما. The sky. My neck is with the sky.
Like, unbelievable. That's another one. My neck is with the sky. I gotta use that one.
Protector,
Why
can I
don't
ask you, like, can you do like an American accent? I know you have like that Australian, like, this is where when I hear like Australians do like an American accent, like Hugh Jackman, like, you know, Margot Robbie and stuff like that. When I hear them do an American accent and find out they're from Australia, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, like, so do you have like an American accent on just like how we talk that you can do?
Yeah. Well, I can. Well, hi guys, I'm from California. I don't know how that's a.
No, dude.
There's a couple.
California.
California. I'm from California. I've been to Melbourne, Australia, and Sydney, and then.
Protector, don't say Fornia. Just say, yo, I'm from Cali.
I'm from Cali.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else can I say, man? I'm just trying to be. What else I can say, man?
Yo, let me tell you something right quick. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, sorry.
I can get into like the American accent. Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Hold on, that's an American African accent, or that just sounded like an American accent? Just like, hold up, something ain't right. Like,
hold up, wait a minute,
my brother,
something ain't right.
My brother.
Yeah, I can do the anything I can do in the Italian accent is the New York Italian accent. Olé, bambino! Oh!
What about British? Like, what is like British? Because I feel like
I can't do a British accent if you want me to.
Like for me, I thought you were British. I thought you were like from British. Right. Fish and chips, you know, like
yes,
blokes.
You know, you could do me New Zealand accent, bro. New Zealand accent.
How is that? I'm sorry, Protector, but how is it different from an Australian accent?
No, bro.
Exactly.
No, bro. There is a difference, bro. And as well, I can do a South African accent as well. I'm from South Africa. I have diplomatic community. My name is Jose Duplessis. It's alright, it's not bad, that one.
Hey, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that. You know, like, I don't know.
And I can do a Scottish accent if you want me to. I can do a Scottish accent.
Let's see who can do the best Trinitarius Maximus. Wait, who can do the best Trinitarius Maximus accent? That's what I want to see.
Trinitarius
like
Maximus?
The Alabama, the Southern Bible Belt accent? I don't...
No, Trinitarius Maximus. You never seen Trinitarius Maximus? You never met
Trinitarius Maximus is a super debater. I'm such a big fan of Trinitarius Maximus.
Trinitarius Maximus
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Are you guys trying to make fun of me?
I better run, guys.
Hold on a second. Are you guys trying to make fun of me?
I gotta run, guys. I gotta run. The Trinitarius Maximus is here. I gotta go.
My name is Trinitarius Maximus, and I have come here today to beat up the bullies. No more. Are you guys gonna be allowed to go around making fun of me in this place? I have been trained explicitly in all things Trinitarian. I have been professionally sharpened like a stone by an expert debater, and I have become a master debater. So watch out! My words are lethal weapons registered and locked up, so be careful.
Trinitarius Maximus, you are super awesome.
Listen, man, brother, listen, it's only in a day's work, my friend. These are not my words. I use the words of God as my allies. So follow them, brother. Not me, for I'm a soldier.
What you're talking about, Brother Logos?
This is Trinitarius Maximus. Logos is on the other side of the building. He's not here.
Please.
Grab his phone.
Yeah, guys,
What?
please don't insult Trinitarius Maximus, okay? By calling him Logos.
One of my apostles. Now listen here, buckos. The apostle here is a yellow belt, and
Whoa.
he can still beat up all of you at the same time. I've been
Whoa.
training him explicitly, so watch out.
I'll have you know I have a master at debate.
Oh, okay, now I know that one. Wait.
I'm training an army of debaters.
Okay,
We will
okay.
be all master debaters,
Okay.
all master debating at the same time. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
Now, the apostle of Trinitarius Maximus, not the one just below me, the other one. Speak!
Don't you talk about Trinities like that. We the
Hey, she's trolling me.
Trinities.
He or she is trolling me. He or
No,
she is
she's not
trolling me.
trolling.
Wherever I go.
They're not. Hold on a second. They're not trolling you. They're training you. Training you. Get
And then
it? Trins up, guys. Hey, triple high five. Boom. Got him again. Shit. Damn, I'm good.
I don't know.
That's another win for the
Speak.
Trinities. I defeated. Sorry, sir. Sorry. But I'm a little invincible and a lot of it indestructible.
Trinitarius, I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to cook.
Listen, my friend, I have given you the spatula and the sizzle fran. So go ahead.
Yeah. What did you say, brother?
That's who you think you're talking to, mister?
What you say, brother?
Okay,
This guy
why
had
don't
no
you
argument.
put- I think he called me butter. So why don't you get him?
Nah, brother.
Stick him.
Brother.
I can debate you on anything.
Oh, you can debate me on everything?
Everything. I've been training him explicitly. Oh, sorry, I'll stop you. Go ahead, bud.
Yes.
Yes. So
Bring any topic and I'll cook you.
you wanna cook with me?
Are you slow?
Are you?
He's very slow.
Are you slow?
Hey, why don't you stop making fun of him and answer the question?
Yeah, all these
Blabber.
ad hominem thing going to win you a debate.
Is they gonna win the
Point
debate?
for the Chinese. You know, listen, if I was as scared as you and couldn't debate, I'd be running as well. We could see right through you, Flavor.
So where is your Trinity?
I bet you his flavor isn't even a good flavor.
Okay, so
I wouldn't do it.
where is your Trinity?
Oh, you want the Trinity? You want the Trinitarius Inversus Maximus?
They're
How
not
about some of
ready
this?
for the Trinity Inversus Maximus.
Something you don't know about me, Joe Roland. I refute Trinities. I have been trained masterly and expertly by all things Trinitarian, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. So watch out.
You should have stuck with me. Now you've gotten the Trinitarius himself.
I dare you, Mr.
It kind of sounds like a
One
Mike Tyson
bird.
there. Like I'm gonna rip your hair. Apostle, that sounded like a Mike
Don't tell him who
Tyson.
I am. Listen,
I'm dangerous.
Triggs. Triggs, my arch nemesis. I'll get you in a second. Now, Flava, if you can't disprove this inverted Trinitarius, then I must accept my win and another nut on the champion's belt.
What?
Respect my foretime! Respect my foretime!
Respected authority.
Do you want me to explain the Trinity?
No, look at the screen. Try to refute it or admit defeat.
Try to explain it? Okay, I can explain it.
That's not even what I said. Can someone speak to him or something? You can't hear my accent. I don't know what's wrong with him. I've been going to speech class.
It's
I
very
used to have a
simple.
list, but-
It's very simple. He had the
Very
prompt.
simple. Yeah,
Debate
simple.
the prompt.
Very simple.
Debate the prompt or get cooked. That simple.
It's very simple. Yeah, I know.
You clearly don't.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, guys, let's try to move on to somebody a little bit more interesting. Now, Charlie, are you having troubles with this accent too? What's going on, Charlie?
Honestly,
No.
no. At this point, I'm just trying to like think of like what the inspiration behind these voices are. You know, just like it's like a mix between like somebody with like a crazy lisp or one of those people who's just very moist when they talk to you. Just like, look, guys, like it's like Jesus, you know, like I hear you say it, don't spray it, man. Like you know, like
sucker and succotash.
All right.
You know
Like,
what it was? I'll tell you where it came from. I just made it up. It was like I was bored as crap one day, and I wanted to go troll some Christians. And I have the videos. Well, it's so funny. And there was this girl, and I don't know if you remember Rusty or whatever. Anyway, I was like, let's go troll some Christians. She was like, all right, let's go. And I didn't make a plan or anything. I just went to this Christians live. There was like 60-something people in there, and I was in the comments like, help, guys, I need help. And they were like, get that guy up here. We're talking with him. Like, I don't know. And I don't know. I just like fell right into it. I was like, guys, you're looking at my name is Peter, and I'm a Christian, and there's this girl going around this app telling people that the sun is not co-equal and co-eternal with the Father. I said, it's crazy. And they were like, what? And they were like, where is she? Where is she? I said, oh, she just came in. Because it just joined. I said, get her. And they both, they're like, yeah, get her. I don't know, man. It was just like, you guys are a bunch of pagans. Dude, I don't know. It was a blast. I was dying laughing. Oh, man. And then Peter was abused pretty hard on that app by those Christians. They were very mean. So he had to disassociate with himself and turn into Trinitarius Maximus, his superhero alter ego. And he became a debate master.
That's the superhero alter ego? So like
yes.
Oh wow.
So now he goes around refuting people who believe in the Trinity, because it was those Trinitarians on that panel that day that scarred him deep in his soul when all he needed was help. So.
And he trained his many apostles.
Look, I played a lot of D&D, man. I make characters. That's just what I do. Like, I think they're funny. I even talk about Trinitarians.
You play a lot of D&D. Is there a connection between? I don't play any D&D. I don't play any video games. I don't play like Fortnite. So is this what inspires? I know D&D isn't. I know D&D. I know Dungeons and Dragons isn't a video game. I know it's like
a video game. It's
live action
like,
role play.
You basically make characters. I've just happened to make thousands. You know,
like have a look
at everything I get into. What's up,
guys? Have a look. Have a look. How Apostle just sits there in the bottom left-hand corner, all silently. It's kind of creepy in a way. Yeah, I just feel like it's plotting and planning on something.
You must fear.
Why are you hiding?
You all must fear Trinitarius Maximus, the master debater.
Trinitarius Maximus is the best in the West.
Yes, he. Or should I say I?
So is that the thing? Like everybody on the apostle list has to have like a lisp? Like, look, guys. Like I have to.
No, the list. I'll tell you about the list.
I used to have a list, but I went to speech therapy and I had surgery. It's gone now.
I'll tell you about the list. When you start to learn the art of debate, it's so deadly. It messes with your tongue.
That's right.
No.
That's right, Mike Tyson.
I go.
That's right, Mike Tyson. That's how Mike Tyson would have stepped on your baby.
That's what I was saying, Triggs. It's like a Mike Tyson, just like you hear that voice, and you're just like, dude, screw this guy. I'll take you on any day. And then he comes knocking on your door, just like, You're just like, oh my God, you know, like that's the thing about Mike Tyson, where if you just heard his voice, you'd be like, dude, I will take you on any day of the week. He's like, okay, I'll bring you out your door, like right now. I'm gonna rip your hair. I'm the most vicious. I'm the most powerful. I'm gonna come get you right. And you're just like, yeah, come over right now. Here's this, and he's just like, let's go. And you're just like,
what about when he says, fucking ass, fucking.
Yeah.
They're not man enough to fuck with me.
It's called African accent. I think it's funny, African accent.
What? What are you talking about?
The accent.
This man had no argument.
Oh, you talking about that? Why are you talking?
Yeah,
Why
the
are you running?
accent. Yeah.
Why are you running, my brother?
Oh, you're talking about this one, my brother.
Yeah, my brother.
Okay.
My brother. Yeah, it's that man.
My brother. Wait. Listen, Flavor, wait a second. I have a question for you, my brother.
Yeah, I'm your brother.
We got to make this quick though, because this makes Charlie very angry for some reason, my brother. So listen very carefully, my brother. What is the difference, my brother, between an IDF rally soldier and a pizza?
The difference between what?
An IDF rally soldier and a pizza.
It's a big difference. A soldier is a man.
A pizza. I don't want you to answer. You're supposed to say, I don't know, my brother. Listen, that's part of the joke. A pizza does not scream when you put it into the oven.
That
But do you
true.
know that? I'm sure that like the dough and the pepperoni are just like.
That is very true.
We don't speak
You know what?
pepperoni.
Ask
We
the
don't speak
IDF
dough.
soldier. We can ask the IDF soldier later.
Try that, yo. Be honest with you. My last two brain
Yo, that's anti-Semitic as F.
My last two
What?
brain cells.
Wait a second. Wait. Hold on. Wait a second. That's what?
That,
Antiseptic?
bro,
brother.
are you crazy?
Hold on, Triggs. Wait a second, my brother.
Say
Calm
the
down.
joke
That's-
again so I can record it. Say it again. That's fucking crazy.
Oh,
You're
you
crazy.
are-
You know
How
that,
can
yeah?
I be anti-Semitic when I am Semitic?
You're
Yeah,
Jewish.
that's like saying like, how can I be racist? Blacks can't be racist, right? Like it's just so.
No, I cannot be anti-Semitic against Semitic when I am Semitic. I didn't say anything about a Semitic person. When did I say
You
Semitic
made
person?
an
Tell me.
H-cost joke, bro. You be
No, I
real.
did not.
Yes, you did.
Okay,
So
who
why
did I
mention the
say?
ovens?
Who did I say?
Why mention the
Who?
ovens? You said IDF soldiers.
Who?
Who are IDF
Brady
soldiers?
That's right.
They're
They are
Jewish.
T-groupers.
You made an
No, they're
oven
not.
joke.
No, they're not.
You made an
Tell
oven
me.
joke.
Okay,
You
wait.
said IDF soldiers.
Wait.
Get the
Show
hate
me
out of your
one.
heart, bro.
Wait a second. Okay. I ask you a question. Stop talking so much and answer a question. I know what I'm talking about. You do not know what I'm talking about, correct?
Talk
How
normal,
can you
bro.
know
What's
what
up
I'm
with this
talking
accent?
about? Okay, you ever seen this before?
Duh, yes. Star of David.
Seen that before?
The Star of David? Is that what you're trying to show me?
No, I'm talking about the coin, my brother. The coin.
Let's see here.
You ever seen the
I'm
symbol?
reading the text now. What? Okay, I don't want to get into conspiracies. Some
No,
fake-
we don't have to. This is a coin that was minted. You can look it up. It's a coin that was minted in it's not real, for 1933 to 1939. Okay,
You mean
verify this.
before?
This is-
You mean before they were put into camps?
hold on. Could you just like not try to change the subject and straw man my
Well, that's a
position? You can
fact.
bring up
No,
whatever
that's a
you want
fact. When were they put into
I know,
camps?
but that's not what I'm. So that's not what I'm talking about. I just want you to look at the coin. Now, have you ever heard of the phrase "two sides of the same coin"?
Yes. What's your point?
Yeah, it's to say like you could have a laundromat and a pizza joint, but it's all one building, two sides of the same coin. Or a guy that's like a entrepreneur and a surfboard is two sides of the same coin, right? Well, this, my brother.
So then, what about a
that
double-sided
same coin?
coin? Logos, like what would a double-sided
And you
coin
can
be?
verify this yourself. But hold on.
Wait, hold on.
What is this? Okay. Boom. 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 Boom.
This is the other side of that same coin. Now, you say that I make an anti-Semitic joke. I say no. I say I make an anti-fascist joke. Do you have a problem with anti-fascist jokes? You like fascist pigs. Nobody like fascist pigs. Okay, thank you very much. Showtime over.
Number one, I want to tell this imbecile. Number one.
Hold on, brothers. Just like, let me ask you this. Like, here's the thing about jokes where
Do not be mean to him.
it's just like Logos. If I was to do that joke, I could say, what is the difference between humans and a pizza? Oh, if you put a human in or a pizza in the oven, it doesn't scream, right? Like that's like a open-ended joke. But the minute you like put an identity to that human figure, then it says something.
But the IDF Israeli soldiers are not humans, my brother. They're monsters. They're monsters, Charlie.
What about the Palestinians?
They're monsters.
Yeah, because you.
Now let me ask you, the Palestinians. Okay, let's talk about the Palestinians. Oh, just a question, really quick.
I mean, it's a fake identity. They're pretty much Egyptian, Jordanian.
It's a fake identity?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
The Palestinians are a fake identity.
Yes.
Wow.
Hold on. Okay. So what? Okay. how? If somebody said Logos, what is the difference between a pizza and a Palestinian? Like, how would you feel if that joke told out?
Okay,
like,
Charlie.
Like, how would you feel if that joke
Charlie. That's not what we're talking about right now. Oh, this is serious. Yeah, I'm just really interested where you're getting this information that
Palestinians come from Jordan, Egypt, or Saudi Arabia, or Syria, or even Lebanon.
No, they don't.
They're all mixed from there,
Hold on, guys, please do not interject. This one's mine, okay? Ricky, hey, how's it going? Okay, I'm sorry. Palestinians.
Countries, not just Jordan.
Multiple countries. Okay.
Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Syria.
Egypt, Jordan,
I mean, all their
Saudi Arabia.
ancestors really, majority of their ancestors come from Egypt and Saudi.
When did their ancestors come into Palestine?
Oh, I mean, it started very early when they were doing during the Caliphate when the Muslims from the Caliphates when they started conquering the Levant and they
conquering the Levant. Okay.
I mean, the Muslims conquered the Levant. Are you debating that?
What year?
I don't know. It's let's see. So Islam was what 600 something AD. It was after Muhammad died. Who was that guy who conquered Levant?
Who was there before?
Well, I mean, the indigenous people, the
indigenous people of Palestine. The Jews were indigenous. But hold on, but the Old Testament
Jews are
says that they were.
Palestine.
They're not. No, they're definitely not. But so the
Don't
Bible
get
says
into
they're all-
conspiracies.
Wait a second, I'm just confused. Hold on, I am a Jew. I am a Bnei Israel. My ancestors used to live in that land, but we were kicked out a long time ago.
So why would you make a joke like
before
that? in the
600?
beginning? It's an insensitive
Because the
joke.
IDF Israeli soldiers are not. Look at the screen. The IDF Israeli soldiers are not Bnei Israel.
How do you know that?
Do you understand? Because I am.
Do you know each and every single IDF soldier? How do you know that? How is it common knowledge?
It is common
Well,
knowledge.
from Europe. Every leader and prime minister or president Israel has had has come from Europe.
He said majority of them are from Europe. That's so false. Ashkenazis aren't even 50% of the population. That's so freaking funny, man. That's so funny. Sephardic, Mirzai, Ethiopian, Russian. I mean, what do you have to say about those? Bukharian in Central Asia. What about those Jews? They aren't from Europe. They aren't from Poland.
Yeah, but there's different groups of Jews. Do you know that?
And they all are indigenous to that area.
It's not the same.
You listed everything but the land.
It's not.
You listed everywhere else but the land, dude.
Mirzai Jews, they're Middle Eastern Jews.
But there is
One
different
second,
type
hold
of
on.
Jews, right?
Wait a second, guys.
Bro,
Wait
the
a second, wait a second.
Palestinians.
Please, 1 second. I'm just curious. You keep saying Jews. What do you mean by Jews?
You know what I
children
mean?
of Israel?
Yes.
But from the tribe of Judah, or are you talking about from the land of Judea? Are you talking about the religion Judaism? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, Judaism, it can be a religion because they do accept some converts.
No, Judaism is
but it's
only a religion. No, Judaism is only a religion.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Nope.
What else is Judaism? What else is Judaism?
It can be all. No, you can also ethnically be Jewish. You can also.
Okay, so how do you ethnically be a Jewish? How do you
in
do
Judaism? That? In Judaism, you're a child of Israel. You're a
child of Judah. No, that's that's an Israelite. That's not a Jew.
What are you trying to? Okay, what does this have to do with the Palestinians?
Okay, because I'm
all
trying
from
to
Saudi
teach you.
Arabia.
Okay.
They're all from Egypt. They're all from Jordan.
Saudi Arabia, Egypt.
They don't
okay,
belong there. They don't belong there.
They don't belong there. Where do you get this information from?
Bro, it's common knowledge. It's common
So
knowledge.
I want to know something. How do you know that they're not the Jews? How do you know that they aren't? How do you know this?
They don't. They're just not Jews, bro. What do you mean?
Okay, so
are you
so
saying? Are you trying to say? Are you trying to say Palestinians who are Muslims are Jews?
Hold on, I'm asking you a question.
Man,
I'm asking you a question.
Get out of here with the conspiracies.
I'm asking. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second, guys. Guys, please contain your anger. I'm just asking questions, but I cannot talk over you guys. So, where's the evidence? Oh, come on, man. I said he was mine.
Man, he knew he was out.
So, just starting up this live. Oh, Joe, wow. Like, so interesting. So, to the faculty members, I have just come to my wit's end with just all the hate. Ricky, I started this live just so, you know, if you want to come up. Like, this is what I'm dealing with, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to get through just that ignorance and tell them, just like, when you do jokes like that.
Hey,
brother.
Thanks for having me on, Charlie. How's it going, brother?
Hey, no. I mean, I appreciate. I when I saw it was you that came up, I was just like, oh, my boy. You know, so
I wasn't even. I just go through lives. You know, I'm done with work. I go through lives, and you know how a TikTok shows like. When your friends are in, you know, other live panels, it shows you.
Yeah. I'm sure you were led to that live because I was on there, right? Like, yeah.
No. I was just like, listen. I always listen. I don't immediately skip through. As soon as he made that stupid joke, I figured I'd step in real quick just to not confront him. I mean, we're on.
No. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being righteous and just stepping in and be like, why would you make a joke like that? You know, just like
I get he's maybe I shouldn't have said Palestinian comment, but he at the same time, he made a horrendous joke, and I get it because he is like someone who is Palestinian, I think so. That's why he would say something.
No, I mean, like, that's the thing where he was like saying, he's like, I am a Jew, so I can like make that joke, and when he said that, it reminds me of just like all the people who say like blacks can't be racist, you know, like we're black, or, you know, just, it reminds me of so much hate. So that's why, and I don't know if you heard me just like tell him, it's like, why can't, if you told that joke just like humans and pizza, what's the difference, right? That's just kind of innocent, right? But the minute you say IDF or Palestinian or Asian or anything, right, that changes that joke into a hateful like thing. So that's the thing about like comedy that Charlie Chaplin taught me, you know, like my laughter can, or my pain can be the cause of somebody's laughter, but my laughter should never be the cause of somebody else's pain. So the minute I said, what if I told that joke and said, what's the difference between pizzas and Palestinians? Boom, you know, and then everybody in that panel was just like, wow, wow, you know, like, it's just like, that's the thing. So I appreciate you. And,
yeah,
you know, like
thank you.
maybe like the Palestinian thing was a little overboard for us, but, you know, like, I don't know, like,
I wish you could have been more honest. At least, like, if you're gonna make a crude joke like that, at least be honest. Be like, yeah, I made the joke, so what, or whatever. Don't try to deflect by making up different things. Like, oh, what? I didn't make one. I actually made an anti-Nazi joke. I'm like, what are you saying?
Fascists, right? Fascists. They're monsters. It's just like, I was like, I don't know. I typed in the comment. I'm like, Gal Gadot was IDF. I'm like, you were saying she's a monster.
He said I wasn't talking about Jewish people, or I think he said Jewish people or humans. I was like, wait, you said IDF? He's like, yeah. I'm like, who are the IDF? Who's in the IDF? and he was like,
monsters, right? Like, yeah, I mean,
because they're not human. Like, bro,
fascist.
He tried to deflect like 8 times.
Right, rather than taking accountability and just be like, you're right. That is rather insensitive.
Yeah.
So this is where he was talking about like 2 sides of the same coin. Well, there are also double-sided coins, right? Like just the same, you flip the coin over, it's the same thing. So I don't know why like the coin was like the next approach. But like I said, Ricky, like I'm at my wit's end at like this point where I took my shahada with all those people, and you know, like they just start doing like these accents where I'm just like, what are we doing? You know, like it just takes away the authenticity. No, I mean, you're not telling me.
I don't want to tell you what to do. You're a grown man and all. You're very knowledgeable, of course, and you're a very kind-hearted person. So who am I to tell you what to do? Like, it's not my life. It's none of my concern, and I don't even know that much. But I'm just giving you a little bit of a warning. My dad, he's Jewish, but he comes from a Muslim country. So does my mom, but the government there is more secular. So I'm not trying to say, oh, I know how all Muslims act. No, but I do know what some of their traits and some of their characteristics and a lot of their flaws, even in their ideology. So just be careful when speaking to these people, because they're hypocrites. Because if I replied back to a joke about Muhammad, they would have went off like a, you know. So just be careful with these guys, because
I know. Thank you, and you too. You know, like this is like the spiritual warfare, like battlegrounds right here on TikTok. You know, get what I'm saying? But I do appreciate just the righteous, you know, like courage that you showed me just to stand up there and be like, that's not right. You know, they didn't even acknowledge like, or even try to ask you just like, are you Jewish? You know, like, why are you so offended? You know, like they just started defending, like I said. And that's the thing about
one guy who was just deflecting like crazy.
Right, and then everybody just kind of takes a side, right, and took that side, you know. So, and then I got dropped because of I don't know what reason. I guess because it felt like I was taking your side. But like I said, this is where I'm combating that hypocrisy, that nature. So, like I said, it was very comforting just to have somebody, I guess one of my fellow Coloradans. Maybe it's something about Colorado that just.
Yeah, it's the air.
You know, it's the South Park. It's the South Park thing, I think. Like, you know, like that South Park like cartoon like really says a lot about like our flavor, if that makes sense. So, like I said, Ricky, forgive me that I led you to that, and
I shouldn't have gone off. But yeah, man, just I don't want to take up too much of your time, but just again, I don't want to tell you who to hang out with. Just be careful with those type of people. I know Logos. He wasn't that rude, like he hasn't made that type of rude joke, you know, until today. The lives I've been in, that's the only, you know, live I've seen of him make that type of joke. But
I've heard him say it before, you know, and like the first time I heard him say it, I was just like, that's distasteful. That's lowbrow.
But he's no way he's Jewish and he's making that type of joke. There's no way.
I mean, so this is where like he was like orphaned, so like he, you know, like I said, like I typed in the comment like like he claims Judaism or the Jewish heritage because he says as an orphan like his parents were like Jews or something like that. Now he's like the Muslim. Like it's just like I said. But Logos is like very. I have a close bond with him, and I'm really just trying to help him, just like grow up out of like this childish nature. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, but you know, like there are a lot of adults here on TikTok especially, you know, who just act like unfiltered, uninhibited, like children. They just say, you know, and it's just like an adult tells them just like, hey, you shouldn't say that. And they're just like, why, Mom? You know, like you get that? Like, so
yeah.
There needs to be more adults.
Let's
Like,
be a man
hardcore.
about it. Like, man up and say, yeah, I made an anti-Semitic joke. So what? Or something like that. Something along those lines. Don't deflect into 5 different rooms that are just complete nonsense. But it's all good. It's all love at the end of the day. But yeah, man.
Yeah. Ricky, I love you, bro. And you know, like I said, you're right. You're absolutely right. He should. You can either stand on that hill firmly, or just take accountability and just say, "You're right. I was wrong, and I shouldn't do it again." But to go back and just be like, "It wasn't that. It was this, and it wasn't that. It was this." Like that is, like I said, that's childish behavior. So you're absolutely right. Thank you for making me see it that way. And I would ask you, Ricky, like, you know, I know that you're not going to tell me who to hang out with, but if you see me hanging out with a group of people that makes me step out of my character, I would hope that you love me enough to either jump in or pull me aside, or, you know, like just say, hey, I saw you on that live, to tell me like why were you acting that way?
Oh, no, even if it happened, as long as you're happy and they treat you well, that's one thing. If you're making a bunch of racist jokes like that, and you're with your friends only, that's fine. I'm sure that's totally fine. But if you're
that's the worst for me, right? Like that's the worst when I'm in a group of friends and they're just like totally like hateful, and I'm just like, whoa, you know, like that's maybe that's just for me. But when I'm like with a group of people and they seem all nice, but then you get like within their close group and they're just like, yeah, F them and F this, it's just like, whoa, you guys presented yourself.
That's a preference. But like the way he was doing it in a public live in front of how many viewers he had, just spewing anti-Semitic hatred and a bunch of conspiracy theories in front of how many people was in that live? 20 people, maybe more. So that's kind of where it's like, hey man, there are some things that you should that shouldn't leave the house or shouldn't leave the room. But it's all good. It's all love.
I believe in that. Like when I was a server for the first time, like I had this little kid, maybe like elementary school or something like that, and he just like tugs on my like little apron. He's just like, "Are you a Chinaman?" And I was just like, "No, actually, I'm a Korean man." But good guess. Like I found it like no offense to it at all. I was just like actually proud of the kid for taking a stab at it, rather than like all the adults who are just like, "Where are you from?" And I'm just like, "Aurora," and they're just like, "No," and I'm like, "I'm not from Aurora." Like, you know, they're like, "Where are you from?" It's just like, you know, like Korea. You know, like why don't you just ask me like, "What are you?" You know, like that's less offensive for me. But the thing that kid did after I told him I'm a Korean man was that he just like ran away, not saying anything. And he goes back to his father, who was waiting in line for like the carryout. And he like goes to him and he's like, Dad, a Chinaman. And everybody in the like restaurant was just like, what? And the dad just freaks out. And he just you know, like he tells me, he's just like, I'm so sorry. We don't talk like that when we're not at home. And then he just like carries them out and they don't even get their pizza. They just leave. And that made me think just like, we don't talk like that when we're not at home. So then what do you talk like when you are at home? Oh, those Chinamen, those freaking, you know, it's just like, so that's the thing where when I hear just like, we just keep that in the house, it's just like, no, get that out completely, you know, just like, so that's where I don't know how that makes you feel, but
to be fair, if the kid says something like, "Are you a Chinaman?" then in an insult, that's one thing, because then it's like, wait, where have you heard that from? But if he just asks like, "Hey, are you a Chinaman?" he probably just I don't know.
I didn't take it as an insult. The insult came when the father added that we don't talk like that when we're not at home. You know?
Maybe he was being genuine, the father, because maybe he was being genuine.
I know it was innocent. I know it was all innocent, but it was like, just from my standpoint, I was like, that's not comforting at all.
But
you
it
know,
is true. Like, it's a weird one because my parents, I grew up in a, I don't want to say super strict household, but at like the age of 5 years old, I was spamming the N-word everywhere. My parents didn't teach me that. I didn't learn that in the household. It's just something you pick up from.
In what sense? Like in the racist sense, or in just like the I'm like adopting that culture and that's how I'm using it?
To be
like
honest with you,
with the A, not the hard R type thing.
I'll be honest, both. But I was a kid, and I probably learned it from my cousins or some. I'll be honest with you, some other African Americans. Who were, teaching me that when I was like 5 or 6 years old. So it's kind of, like, what are you doing? Because it's like your poor parents. They not spent the money, but they put up all this time. They spent this money to put you in a decent area, a decent school, and here he is, 5, 6 years old, saying the N-bomb, and he's learning from black people.
It's almost like in the Garden of Eden, the Lord coming back and just be like, "Who taught you naked? Who told you were naked?"
So yeah, man. When a father says, "Oh, I didn't teach him that," he's probably being very,
Well, then somebody taught him that, right? Like, so. Yeah, I mean, somebody teaches
the U.S. man. The U.S. Have you noticed? Like, I don't know if this is a good thing or fully bad thing. Maybe it's but I don't. There's so many mixed couples nowadays. So many. 10, 20 years ago, there's a lot of mixed couples, I'm sure. But now you see, like, Asian and white woman, Asian and Indian, Indian and white, or black and white. It's like, if at this rate, everyone's going to be mixed, right? So it's like...
We're all going to be like Bruno Mars in the future, right? Just like this.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you have a kid with, like, a white woman or... I don't know. But, like...
I don't have any kids. I'm not married.
Right.
Or anything like that, so...
Gotcha. But if you did, I don't know, like, what? I don't know. It's just weird because, like, okay, say you were being racist to someone who was mixed, what would you call him? Would you insult him both ways? If it's like, how would? Some of the times you wouldn't even find out he's mixed because one parent's genes is probably stronger than the other. But that's the
thing. That's like open territory. You could choose either one, or you could go for both. But that's what opens up, and that's when somebody called me Twinkie, like you're yellow on the outside, white on the inside. Like, I was just like, what does that even mean? And then I thought about like the show The Simpsons, right? Because the show The Simpsons, they're all Americans, but they're all yellow, right? Like they're all like clearly yellow. But if you like pay close attention, the Asians on that show, like that old episode with like the sushi chef, they are the whitest people on that entire cartoon. So
I don't think I've ever met a yellow. Like yeah. I don't think I've ever met a yellow.
Like you're not yellow. This is yellow. Like
no, you're probably whiter than me.
Exactly. So it's just like, and then I start watching like Back to the Future. It's like, don't call me yellow, and I'm like, like people call me yellow all the time.
I'll be honest with you, Charlie. I know you might find this hard to believe, but I was on like a super, I don't know if call it far right or alt right. Believe it or not, Charlie, out of all the races, white, at least the one I've been on, this had like 20 viewers. I swear to God, I'm not even exaggerating. They actually love Asian people. They really love Asian.
You know why? Because they're Caucasians, man. Like, how can a Caucasian hate Asians? Then they're just Caucs. Then you're just a Cauc. Like
when people are being racist, they usually and I'm not trying to completely deny because IQ is a real thing, but generally speaking, studies do show the top 2 IQs are number one's East Asians. Number 2, West Europeans, generally speaking. So
now is that from genetics or is that from like environment? Like that's the thing. Like
a mix of both.
Maybe. Well, interesting. Like
mix of both. Maybe
now it's like getting encoded into our genes that we're passing it on. I don't know. Maybe that.
Like
could
if you're put in the right environment, but like if both your parents have an average IQ of like a Congolese person, you're probably gonna reach your limit of like a decent IQ if you're put in the right environment, but we can't like deny the genetic aspect of it. And generally speaking, East Asians and West Europeans have the highest, per average. And it kind of, if you look at their society, if you look at Japan, if you look at Korea, even North Korea, if you look at China, and then you look at like European architecture, how it adds up. And then I don't want to get your life in trouble. I won't go too much in depth. But then you look at
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, Ricky. My lives are all about real conversations. So.
Right. But if you look at somewhere in Africa, even now, but like prior to like European colonization, holy crap, they were backwards. If you look at the Aztecs, the modern day Mexicans, before European colonization, they were wow, like so behind, like at least in that
behind. Wait, who was behind? Right. Who was behind? Like the Aztecs were behind
before
the Europeans.
But the Aztecs before the Spanish.
You would say that they were behind, even with like all of their like amazing structures and like the way, like that's the thing where I believe that it was a different kind of, I don't want to say maybe intelligence, but like type thing, like.
Well, in terms of weaponry, in terms of like general like, what's the word I'm looking for? In terms of,
I would say maybe like Native American Indians, because these were people who didn't build like architecture or anything like that. Like, but they're not to say like they were unintelligent, but they had intelligence in other things, like how to like live off the land.
So the Aztecs were more united. The Native Americans, they weren't. The Native Americans fought against each other.
Right. And
the Native Americans, yeah, man. I mean, when you have so many different tribes and they all, unalived each other before the they didn't unalive each other to the complete, extinction. But before the Europeans got there, it's like you guys barely did anything with the land, and then when you did, it's like you just wrecked it all. But yeah, a lot of this. My point is, a lot of this stuff has something to do with IQ. We can't deny it, because if I deny, like if I say, oh yeah, East Asians don't have the highest IQ on average, or West Europeans don't, then I'm a liar. Then I'm just a complete liar. Because look at today's society. You know what I mean? Compared to the Middle East, there is a genetic component to it.
Well, I mean, it's all about the sample set, right? Like, if you throw me in that sample set, it's just like, okay, well, we got this Asian person, and then you, I guess, it's just like, look, I'm sure my IQ is way low. So it's just like, when somebody, like, if that's the argument, just like, Western has a higher IQ or equal IQ.
I'm just going off the studies.
Yeah, right. But forget the studies, right? So now these studies go into place and start like deceiving people, thinking, look, this is why they're this way, and because I'm not that way, then that's why I'm like of low IQ, right? Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I go to gas stations and like, when like you get the total and then you give them like money, and then they clear out like the change thing, so they're just like, and I'm just like 15 cents, and they're just like, oh, I knew you Asians were good at math, and I was just like, what? I'm just like, you have to be Asian to be able to do that math, like to calculate like the change, and I'm just like, hey, maybe it is, but it's just like when people say that like that, I'm like, you're telling me like because you're not Asian you couldn't, and I called them out on it. I did. I called them out on it. I was just like, look, man.
No.
I just remember high school math. Like I was very good at high school math.
Yeah, I mean, you should have said. I mean, there's a reason why I'm doing well, and you're in a gas station, but maybe that's a little bit too much.
No. That's. I mean, in my mind, that's kind of maybe what I'm thinking, But I'm always trying to help people get out of their own wall. Does that make sense? So I just told them, hey, hey, it's not because I'm Asian. It's because I'm really trying to apply the high school math that I learned, because, I'm just, I just try to do it in a way where.
But the white nationalists, believe it or not, it's very strange how you would think, like, I'm a Jewish person, right? They don't like me at all. That's
white nationalists, right? And they don't like you. If you didn't say anything about that, you could still probably blend in very well with white nationalist group, right? But the minute you say, "Oh no, I'm Jewish," then they don't like you, right? Like,
I look more like the Middle Eastern type, because the ones you're referring to are like Ashkenazis, like from Poland or like Europe.
Okay.
I'm more like my mom's country's like
80% of it's in Asia, 20% in Europe, and my dad's just a full Middle East person.
Okay.
But generally speaking, they're very honest and they're very kind whenever I go on their lives. But they here's the thing. Of course, I'm not a white nationalist, but we can't just fully disregard what they say just because they are. When they bring up studies regarding like genetics and race, okay, I'm not saying it's completely genetics and race. There is an environment aspect to it, 1,000,000%. There is like a parental household aspect to it, 1,000,000%. But there's also a genetic component to it, and it's a very, very large component. And when people deny it, I'm not saying you are. I think you agree there is some, genetic component to it. But when people deny it, like these people on the left, you're a liar. You're lying to yourself. Deep down, you know there's some truth to it. You know what I mean?
I would say, like, you've seen Django, right? Like
the cartoon.
No. Like the Quentin Tarantino Django with Jamie Foxx and Leonardo DiCaprio.
I haven't.
You've never seen Django, the movie Django?
I haven't.
Oh, really? Wow. I don't know if you're a Quentin Tarantino fan, but like this was just like a movie where like I had a white friend, my buddy Brock, like after he saw this movie, he came like knocking at like his best friend Sean's house where I was like living on the guy's couch. And Sean was like sleeping and I opened the door and I'm like, Brock, what's going on? And he's just like in tears and he's just like, dude, I just saw the movie Django and I just feel so bad for all the hate that my people put on. I was like, what? Like, come on in, Brock. Like he really like was like tore down by this movie. And then when I watched the movie, there's a scene where Leonardo DiCaprio like talks about phrenology. And he says, like, he breaks out this skull, and he says this skull is the skull of like the slave that shaved. Like Leonardo DiCaprio plays the character of a plantation owner who inherited it from like he's the second generation, so he's like the man. But he's just talking about like this Joe like shaved my daddy's neck with a straight razor blade every day for like until the day he died. And I always ask myself, like, why didn't he just take that blade and just slice my daddy's neck? And then he goes into just like phrenology and he like starts cutting like the top of the skull open, and then he like takes off the top of the skull cap and he starts pointing, like he's just like, you see this? And he says like this like point like is like this hemisphere is what controls like imagination and stuff like that, like the stuff that Europeans are known for. But this little dimple, you see these dimples, doctor? Like he's just like, this is what the Negro has, and it pushes into this thing that makes them more submissive and subservient. And like I was just like blown away. I was like, is this true? Like it was. I don't want to like this scene was very intense. Like. And I just like thought about that, and then like Django is like the one who's like the anomaly from that, like Django's like, you're right, out of 100 and like like out of 100 of those like slaves, I'm the one, that isn't like that doesn't have that dimple.
You're
type
right.
thing. So like
They're
I
all
said,
general. Yeah.
I mean, like I think that these studies and these statistics and like all that stuff is just in place to maybe try to justify rather than like explain why a group of people may be the way that other groups of people treat them or view. Does that make sense? Like, like it's all in the way you look at statistics. Like I remember like when Axe like body wash came out with like the 3-in-1 and like they were like doing commercials where it was supposed to be in a mall and it says like real life, like no actor portrayal, and they were just pulling random guys like in a mall just like, hey, excuse me sir, did you know that like 9 out of 10 women find men with dandruff unattractive? And the guy's just like, really? Like, and they're like, yeah, so we got you. But when I thought of that statistic, I was like, so you're telling me that out of 9 out of 10 women, there's going to be one woman who doesn't really care whether or not like I have some flakes or not? I'm like, I gotta find that one woman, like so.
Yeah, I mean, these are all general. Like, there is a lot of truth to them. Let's be honest. But yeah, these are all general. You can take a look at something like crime statistics. I know this isn't going to tell the whole story, but like
per capita, Asians and white people typically are on the much lower side per capita, and that a lot of that not only has to do with IQ, but impulse control is also a genetic component. And Asians and white people, generally speaking, not all the time, generally speaking, have higher impulse control. Like they're just whereas some groups that we're not going to mention.
What impulses? Like the impulse to do some kind of horrific crime type thing? Because like
that and to like react to like a negative event. So like if someone say, "Hey, F you," randomly, right? Let's take the three groups. If you say
F me, like
generally
fuck you,
speaking, this is how it goes.
Asians, the Asians like fuck me, no, fuck you,
right? But if we're being honest, you don't have to answer this. I think you already know the answer, like in your head. If you were to say that to each of these three groups, which one would punch you? Which one is likelier to punch you in the face?
What are the three groups? Forgive me. Like
white, African American, and Asian.
Okay, so which one is more likely to punch me in my face if I say what? If I say what?
If you had 10 people on each, which one is which? Okay, which race is gonna be the higher number?
I know I'm gonna take Asians out of that because of this, because I know Asians will probably not punch you in the face, but I kick you. Just kidding. But I get what you're asking here. I don't know. I think it would be 50-50 at that point. I would hope. I want to. Well, what do you say?
9 out of 10 African Americans would punch you in the face. 4 out of whites would punch you in the face. 2 out of Asians would punch you in the face.
Just directly, right? Just no impulse. Just you say that like boom.
Maybe let's just say attack you in some way.
Okay, I mean, this is like where I don't know if you remember like the race riots of LA, like
George Floyd stuff.
No, long. This is 1990s, like
I was
Rodney King. Yeah. You weren't alive for that. Like Rodney King. Have you ever heard that name before?
Yeah, the black guy. Yeah,
the first black guy that got like recorded getting beaten. No,
that one black guy.
Like that's the thing where that's something like that's nothing to laugh at. Like this was the thing where we first saw this and like the world was just like, oh my gosh, they were right. Like police are really doing this to them. So it was like a huge like awakening moment for white people to actually see proof. And the fact that that proof didn't even condemn those things, like that's when like white like impulse or white like consciousness like shifted into this more like, yo, like that's not right. So that's when that fight came on. But also in LA, the biggest like conflict was between Koreans and blacks. And my theory is because in like Korean language, Hangul, the word for like you, if I just say like you is nigga. Like nigga, like nigga. It's N-I-G-A, like nigga, like, and so, like that's the thing. Like when like black people say like hurry up and buy, and then they hear like Koreans just telling them like they would say that in their face.
I gotta drop. My dad's calling me. I gotta drop.
Okay, yeah. Come back up if you're back. Like so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that was just like a theory that I was running through. But yeah, I just started this live for this purpose. Protector, I don't know if you're still here. Jizya Collector, is that you, Dash? But yeah, I mean, just comedy, man. It's a powerful tool, and it's an art form, like, so when you are an artist who did that art form, it's just hilarious because everybody tries it. They're just acts. So, yeah. Thank you for that, and yeah, let's see what's going on later.